So you've unlocked forwards, backwards is still a little bit scary, but you'd like to learn something like this. Not as scary as you think, and I've got a few moves to help you. The key to these types of tricks and moves is knowing where your feet are. So I've got a couple of ways of helping you get confident moving your feet around. Now, I'm not on the rink. I'm actually on this surface here because it's not very rolly. So you want a surface that you're not really going to have very rolly wheels. So vinyl, carpet, grass, that kind of surface. I'm going to keep really low on this one. And I'm going to step. Now there's actually a lot more going on here than you can see at first. Because when I'm stepping onto those inside wheels and they're going to anchor me. My weight's going to be mainly on that inside set of wheels. And I'm going to come off the inside set and onto them. So it's all about those inside set of wheels. And that is anchoring me to the floor. Now, once you've got that nice and comfortable, you can start to add in a cross. Now, when you do these crosses, you're going to put your foot at an angle. Don't try and do it with straight feet because it's really difficult. If you go in at an angle with a nice bent knee, it is so much easier. And back the other way. Now when you've got that one and you're feeling very brave, you can go for the backwards cross, which is here again at an angle. And the other way. This is just helping your body muscle memory where the other foot is. So when you're doing this and you're doing it at speed, you're not going to clip your wheels and knock yourself over. So now you know where your feet are and you're used to using this inside edge as an anchor, we can go back to the move that I was doing at the beginning, this one. So what we're going to do is start in this A position and I'm going to dig those inside wheels of my front right foot here in and I'm going to let this left foot drift back. But I'm going to keep tension because I don't want to go too far apart. So all the time I've got tension on these inside wheels and sort of on my thighs so my legs don't go too far. Now what I'm going to do is on this right foot, I'm going to pull on those inside to pull this leg back. And then when I get to here, I'm going to swap to this inside here. And this is my anchor now. So now I'm going to pull back, anchor. So pull on these insides, pull on the insides. So I'm getting this push and pull, my wheels and my feet swapping. And I'm transferring the weight. So the weight ends up on the front leg. So you may recognize this because it's a little bit like a dribble, and this is a really good move to start a dribble because this V gives us this inside edge anchor, which makes it a lot easier. There, so I've got a rhythm. I'm going to pull, pull, pull. It's always that front leg. So you want to keep nice and low here. Keep a slight bounce, you've got a rhythm. Now, if you're having trouble getting the rhythm, you can use the arms. So you want opposite arm to leg. And that just helps give you the momentum of the hips as well, as my upper body is turning. let's try and add in the toe manual. So we've said that most of our weight is on the one at the front. So the foot at the front is going to stay flat. But there is a transition of weight when we're in this middle section. So there's not much weight on this foot. So this one can be on a toe manual because all my weight's on here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pull here and this foot's going to come to the middle. And at the middle, it's that 50-50. So I'm going to swap. That's got to go down because that is going to become my main foot at the front. But my left foot's going to have less and less weight on it. So as I roll it back, it can go on the toe. So swap the weight to the left foot and let it roll back onto the toe. Pull, make sure it's flat, ready to take all the weight, and let the other one go on the toe. So it's that transfer of weight that we're going to take advantage of and add in the toe manual. Now, do this really slowly at first, get used to the change of weight in the middle. And then as you get more confident, you can speed it up and it will look really fluid. But make sure you do it slowly and get that transfer of weight just at the right time. So midpoint, flat. So you're sort of swapping the toe in this midpoint here. And it really just starts to, oh, it looks so nice. Now don't forget, if you're losing control, lean on that inside at the front. And that's going to give you that anchor point. Sometimes when you see a move online and you look at it, you're like, that looks impossible. If you break it down into the most basic form and then build it back up, normally you can get it quite easily. It just takes that little bit of time and patience. I'm Katie from Skatie, and I'll see you next time.